Hello students, today we will start the next topic that is called momentum. Suppose we are having two balls. One is cricket ball and other is a tennis ball. You all know cricket ball is heavy but tennis ball is of less weight. It is heavier than the tennis ball. Now suppose if we will throw these both balls, we will throw both with same speed. They both are, we will throw cricket ball also and tennis ball also, we will throw with the same speed. Then what will happen? If we want to stop these two balls, we have thrown these two balls with the same speed, but if we want to stop these two balls, we need less force to stop this ball and more force to stop the cricket ball, because cricket ball is heavier than the tennis ball, so less force is required. For the tennis ball, less force required to stop, but to stop the cricket ball we need more force. Now what clear from here? If object is heavy, we need more force to stop, but if object is of less weight, we need less force to stop it. It means force directly proportional to mass. If mass is greater, force will be also greater. If mass is less, force will be also less. Clear up to this? Next see, now we are having both cricket balls. This is also cricket ball. This is also cricket ball. Two cricket balls are there. Both are moving with the different speed. They both are moving with the different speed. Okay, suppose one is moving very fast. In cricket we have seen some are slow bowlers, some are fast bowlers. So who are fast bowlers, the speed of their ball is very fast. Who are slow bowlers, the speed of their ball is slow. Both are, it means both are moving with different speed, or you can say with a different velocity. And which ball is moving with the large velocity, or you can say more velocity, we need large force, or we need more force to stop that ball. Okay, but which ball is moving with less velocity, we need less force to stop that ball. If body is moving with a large velocity, we need a large force to stop that ball. If body is moving with less velocity, we need less force to stop that ball. So it means force is directly proportional to velocity also. If velocity will high, force will more. If velocity is less of object, then less force required to stop the ball. When both same high velocity, high force need, more force required. That means force is directly proportional. Directly means their direct relation is there. If velocity is high, force will be more. If velocity will be less, then force will be less. So if we will combine both product of mass and velocity, that is called momentum. What is momentum? Momentum is product of mass and velocity. Mass, momentum we can denote with small p, mass with m, and velocity with small v. Now we will see units of momentum. You know units of mass, kilogram, units of velocity, meter per second. So units of momentum, what? Kilogram meter per second. Now see, we will see beta, momentum is scalar or vector quantity. You know what is scalar or vector? Scalar is that which is having only magnitude, and vector is that quantity which is having direction as well as a magnitude. Now here velocity is there. Velocity is a vector quantity. So momentum is product of mass and velocity, no? So momentum will be also vector quantity. Now see, what is the relation? P is equal to mv. P is momentum mass into velocity. If velocity is 0, means v is equal to 0, then p is equal to mass, as it is v 0, then p will be also 0, means momentum will be 0. So we can say that if body is at rest position, it means its velocity will be 0, then momentum of that object will be 0. So momentum is the product of mass and velocity. It means momentum depend upon the mass and velocity. Number 1, if mass is large, from these both, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. If mass is large, then also momentum is large. And say number 2, if velocity is large, then also momentum I am denoting with P, momentum is large. But if both mass and velocity are large, then also momentum is large. So clear up to this? Then